rotate my phone. It won't let me. It won't let me do it. I gotta turn the phone like this. There we go. Oh, I'm live. Am I live? I'm live. Or can I do this? Can I turn it like that? Oh, no, it's not letting me rotate my phone. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I've never done this before, so this is all brand new. Oh, I'm nervous. So, got Ricola, have some juice. Oh. Okay, that's ginger juice. Here's a little hint. Ginger juice and Ricola, not a good combination. It's like brushing your teeth and then having apple juice. So welcome to my very first, very nervous reading to kids at 10:30 in the morning. So if things go wrong, I'll try very hard to make sure that we correct it. And that's it. So good morning, kids. I don't know how long you've been sort of sequestered into your place and such, but I'm going to try to do this every morning from 10:30 until whenever. How's that sound? I can't believe I'm more nervous to do this than I am to be in front of thousands of people. So I'm going to read a book. This book is called Howard B Wigglebottom Learns About Bullies. It's a great book. I do a lot of reading of this in schools and stuff like that. And hey, you know what just happened there? I just became super calm. Just like I'm back on stage. This is great. I have dyslexia. So for those of you that don't know what dyslexia means, it is that sometimes I'll read a word on the page and then it doesn't come out properly in my mouth because my brain sort of mixes it all up. Like if, what's your name? Because I know Justine. Okay, my little niece Justine is watching. So if I didn't know Justine's name was Justine, I would look at it and mix it all up, and I think her name was Justine, and then Justine would be like, Tazzy, it's Justine, and then my brain will go, oh, so J-U-S-T, Justine. So that's what dyslexia is for me. So if I mess up the words on this book, I'm sorry. But it's just who I am. I used to be super incredibly, embarrassed about that, but now not so much. So here we go. Howard B. Wigglebottom learns about bullies, and I'll try to remember to make sure. Oh, and it's by Howard Binko, and it's illustrated by Susan F. Corneliusson. I hope that's how I said it wrong. Susan, if I got your name wrong, so sorry. Howard B. Wigglebottom learns about bullies. Here it goes. Here's me reading. Sunday night, Howard B. Wigglebottom could not fall asleep. He was very scared. He could hear a little voice in his head said, "Be brave, be bold. A teacher must be told." He knew that tomorrow morning he would once again come face to face. So see that face there? That's not a face you should have when you're going to school. School should all be smiles and stuff because you get to hang out with your friends and you get to, play games and take tests. Well, maybe not taking the test part. So he's going to come face to face with the scary, fist-punching, name-calling, worm-whipping, tongue-wagging, foot-stomping, snorting twins. Yeah, because that's the face of somebody that wants to come and be your friend, eh? I want to be your friend. Because if I came to you and said, hey, can I be your friend? I want to be your friend. Be your friend. You'd be like, I don't think that's very cool. But they were the snorting twins. They were, you guessed it, the push you down, steal your lunch, and make you eat worms, the worst kind of bullies. Doesn't look like they're being very friendly. And make you eat worms, ugh, it's gross. Unless you're a fish, I guess, or a bird, or if they're gummy worms, sour gummy worms, they're my favorite. My son gave me one time. It was so sour, my ears actually touched together. It was like, so sour. That is, when no teacher was looking, of course. Oh, do you see what they did there? They're like being mean to people, and then all of a sudden they're Teacher would look at me like, oh, not me. I'm perfectly an angel. I would never do anything like that. No way. The Snorton twins felt big and important when they made others feel small and scared. And Howard was tired of feeling small and afraid all the time. Do you know what it means to feel small? It doesn't mean that you're actually very small, but have you ever had anybody say something to you and you just wanted to shrink and disappear and become smaller and smaller so nobody noticed you? Yeah, that's what being small means. And he was tired of being he was tired of feeling small and afraid all the time. The little voice in his head had said again, be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. But Howard didn't tell anyone. He was too afraid of being called a tattletale or a snitch. Even worse, he was scared about what the Snorton twins might do to him. So you know what? I can tell you a little secret. Anybody that tells you that you're being a tattletale or a snitch, the only people that are going to get in trouble are usually them. Ask my sister. I used to say, you're a tattletale. And then I was the one that was getting in trouble. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. Say that one with me. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. On Monday, Howard thought, I'll wear my cloak that makes me invisible. Then I'll walk right past them. They'll never see me. I'll be okay. I'll be safe. I see a little problem though. Do you see that? If you're going to have an invisibility cloak, you should probably have invisibility shoes, and they both should be invisible, because otherwise you're going to be like, nobody can see me, and then you'll see a cloak walking down. They're like, do you think it worked? Do you think the invisibility cloak worked? The cloak worked? Or the clerk worked? Oh, maybe it's an invisibility clerk. Most places you go, they have those right now. Let's see. Oh, man. It didn't work, because on Monday, the Snorton twins bullied him, ate his lunch, and sat on his head. Look at that. Sat on his head. Not once have I ever said to my friends, hey, come sit on my big noggin. They've never said that. Friends don't do that. Be brave. Oh, say it with me. Be brave. Be bold. A teacher must be told. On Tuesday, Howard thought, I'll wear my special shoes. I'll run like the wind, high above the trees. The Snorton twins will never catch me. I'll be okay. I'll be safe. Oh, that'd be great if you could just go. Whoop. Do you think it worked? Do you think it worked? Do you think it worked? I hope it worked. I hope it worked. On Tuesday, it was not very windy. The Snorton twins bullied him, ate his lunch, and took his shoes, and hung him by his pants. Never in all my school days did I ever say, hey, you know what? Can you guys come hang me by my pants on the coat hook? That'd be awesome. Can you do that? Can, 2 or 3 of you for sure lift me up, hang me for... No. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. On Wednesday, Howard thought, I'll wear my jacket, which transforms me into Robo-Rabbit with superpowers. I will twirl and hurl them up into outer space. I will be safe. I will be okay. I will be safe. Do you think it worked? I hope it worked. I hope it worked. I hope it worked. Nope. On Wednesday, the Snorton twins bullied him, ate his lunch, took his jacket, and yoinked his ears. Now, once again, if I ask my 2 best buddies, hey Dougie, hey Dino, can you grab my ears and pull as hard as you can? Pull, pull, pull. I've never done that. But look what I can do with my ears. Want to see my impression of an angry cat? Watch. I'm silly. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. On Thursday, Howard thought, I'll wear my funny hat and be Howard the Hilarious, Mr. Funny Bunny. I will use my quick wit, tell them jokes, make them like me. I'll be okay, they'll laugh, and I'll be safe. So that's what I did. When I was a kid, I got picked on a lot because I was the biggest, chubbiest kid in the class, and maybe even the whole school. And I remember my very first joke I told, somebody said, a fatty, fatty, 2x4, you kick it through the kitchen door. And I just looked at him and I went, you know what? Obviously, I can get through the kitchen door, right? How do you think I got so chubby? And they laughed, and even the teachers laughed, and I laughed too. But how do you think it made me feel inside? Yeah, it made me feel sad because these people were being mean to me just because what they could see on the outside, but not what they could see on the inside. It wasn't very fair. And so they kept saying mean things up to me, and I started to believe them about myself. But we'll talk about that a little later. Because inside I was different than what people could see on the outside, right? But on Thursday, the Snorton twins didn't think he was all that funny or smart. They bullied him, ate his lunch, and look, Scotty, look. They played soccer with him. That's not fair. If somebody said, hey, you want to play soccer? I go, yeah, for sure. What do you want me to play? I want you to be the ball. Not happy. Oh, look at this. Look at that, how sad he is. By Friday, Howard was hungry, Howard was tired, and Howard was just all out of ideas. He decided he would give the twins whatever they wanted and just try not to get hurt. Is this a face here that you should have when you have friends? Or that you're at school? You shouldn't be sad. The people around you should make you feel happy and good about yourself. It's not fair when somebody makes you feel sad or when you make somebody else feel sad. Sometimes we do that by accident and then we say sorry and hopefully everything's okay. But other times, people do it on purpose, and that's being a bully. On the way to school, Howard overheard the twins arguing and fighting. Give me your shoes and the jacket. You said I could wear them, shouted Norton Snorton. No, I didn't. Here, take the hat, you stubby-legged short boy, yelled his sister. Why, I'm not short. I'm not short, Norton Snorton yelled back, standing on his tippy toes. Well, if you have to stand on your tippy toes, maybe you're a little bit short. Yes, you are. You're short, she yelled back, puffing out her chest, hands on her hip, looking down at her brother. You're short. They get mad at each other. The Snorton twins puffed and puffed their chests so huge that they floated up into the sky like balloons. Howard watched in amazement as the two drifted away. He could barely hear them calling each other names as he skipped all the way to school. It's a little bit awesome. Oh, it says here. Okay. Howard's imagination did get the best of him. On Friday, what really happened was that the Snorton twins beat each other up, and they didn't even notice Howard at all when they were calling each other names. By the time he got to school, Howard knew what he had to do for his sake and for the Snortons. The voice in his head had been right all along. Do you remember what it said? It said, be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. So Howard told his teacher, who told the principal, who called Mr. and Mrs. Snorton. And on Friday night, when the Snorton twins were in big trouble and learning an important lesson, Howard snuggled into bed and whispered softly to himself, I was brave and bold. And when my teacher finally was told, I am okay, I am safe. And he drifted off into a deep, peaceful sleep. Now that's the face that you should have when you go to school. Do you remember what he was saying in his head all the time? Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. And I say that silly so that you remember it. See, who can tell me what being brave means? Right? To me, being brave means you're scared, but you do it anyway. Give you an example. I'm scared of water. I'm not scared it's going to jump out of the closet and go, but I'm scared of water. When I was very little, we were playing hide and go seek, and I ran somewhere where I wasn't supposed to, and I fell down a hill, and I got submerged in the water, and they had to pull me out. And even ever since then, I've been terrified of water. But I have two boys. I have a 13-year-old and a 25-year-old because I'm really good at relationships. That was for the adults. They both love water. My youngest one, Kyler, that's his name. That's why I call him that. He's like a little fish. What's that? Like petit poisson, petit poisson. Bloop, bloop, bloop. He loves to go swimming. So he said, Dad, let's go to the pool. I'm like, okay. So we got to the pool, and there's a diving board here, and there's a diving board here, and there's a diving board here, and there's a diving board so high up, it looked like they were using it to fix the roof. Do you think he went to this one? No. Do you think he went to this one? No. Do you think he went to this one? No. He got to the tallest one, the highest one, way up tall, and he's going up all these stairs. He's like ripping along so fast you need a strobe light to see his legs. He's like, all the way up there. And I'm like, and he's like, this is gonna be fun, hey Daddy. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, this is gonna be a lot of fun inside. I'm like, oh, it's good, no, it's gonna be fun. I'm scared, right? And every step I took up higher, I was getting more and more scared. I'm gonna hide, not wanting to go up, right? So we get to the very top, and Kai is there. And he looks over the edge, and he goes, and he jumps. He jumps from and I went to and he was already in the water, and I looked down, and the pool looked like it was this big. Like that big, with little ants floating in it. Well, there wasn't ants, those were people. But because it was so high up, it looked so small, right? So I'm looking over, and my heart's like, I'm like, no way. My eyes are like, we should jump. My brain's like, we should just go down the stairs again. And my legs go, I don't want to go down the stairs. I think maybe you should jump. I don't know. And I thought, okay, well, if my son did it, I can try. So I walked to the edge there, and I looked over, and my toes went like this, and they just held on like I was like some sort of creature with long toenails. Don't look. So I'm standing there, and then I hear a noise from behind me. Hey, mister, are you going to jump or what? I look, and there's this little, like 3 or 4-year-old girl. She goes, you're holding up the line. There's no line. It was just her. So I went, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm not going to go like that. And I'm standing going, no. And then she goes, what are you, a chicken? Chicken. Well, it was so loud, it was echoing everywhere. And so I'm like telling her, be quiet. But guess what? Because the diving board was like that, and I was standing at the end, and she was standing way back there. Nobody saw her standing there. And when they saw me standing at the edge of the diving board going like this, and her going, so it looked like I was doing this. Now everybody was looking at me. And I hear my son go, Daddy! And I go, what? Jump! I go, I'm scared. He goes, I'll catch you. So the girl walked right by me, and she jumped off, and she gave me this look as she jumped off. She's like, and she jumped off like it was nothing, right? So I thought, okay, well, if they can do it, I can do it. But I felt my heart right here. I was like, I'm like scared. I was so scared. So I got to the edge, and I remember looking down, And I go, okay, so I thought I'll be like a superhero, so I'll try to jump like Spider-Man, right? Like this, Spider-Man, and then Superman, and then I was gonna try like Wolverine, like that. And I just walked to the edge and I said to my feet, "Hey, you know what we should do?" And they go, "What?" I said, "We should," and I jumped. I just jumped. I didn't even think about it. I just jumped, and you can hear me all the way down. Splash, and I hit the water, and all the kids and adults floated to the side of the pool there, and then I'm not a very good swimmer. This is me swimming like this. Not right now, because I'd be in the water going, right? But I was swimming like that, and I swam to the edge, and I got to the edge of the pool, and I pulled myself up. I was like, oh, and my son is right there, right? He goes, hey, wasn't that fun? It was a little bit. It was a little bit fun. He goes, do you want to go again? I'm like, no, maybe. And so we went again. And then the second time we went again, which would be the third time if you're keeping score. And then we went all the way. By the fourth time, I was pushing kids out of the way. It's my turn. Let me out. Get out of the way, right? So that was me being brave. And then being bold, be brave, be bold. Now, bold's a little harder to understand. Being bold means that you know the right thing to do, but it's not going to make you very popular, and you do it anyway. Now, pretend I'm outside and somebody is being mean to me, right? And grabbing me and making me cry and that, and should you just stand there and ignore that? No, you're right, you shouldn't. Because even though it's not you involved, you can see that I'm upset, and you should see that this person is being mean to me, or these people are being mean to me. So they say to you, don't be a tattletale, don't tell on us, or you're not going to be one of our group, and we're not going to like you. Well, it makes you feel like you should be with them because you want to be popular with that group. But being bold means you know that these kids need to be told on. And you go and tell a teacher. That's why we go, teacher must be told. So you go and tell a teacher. It doesn't just have to be a teacher. You could tell an adult. You can tell a principal of some sort, a mommy or daddy or uncle or auntie or grandma and grandpa or bigger brother, bigger sister. You just tell somebody, to help. And it's hard too, because sometimes people are mean to other people by accident, which means they say, oh, I don't like your shirt. Well, that doesn't mean they're being mean to you. They're just like, I don't like your shirt. Maybe they don't like blue. Like I like pink. Pink's one of my favorite colors. And I wore it when I was a kid. It wasn't very popular at being pink, right? They're like, oh, pink is stupid. I'm like, well, it's not. It's just not your thing. So that's not being bullied. But when they're doing it to hurt your feelings or to hurt you, that's bullying. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret that I'm not very proud of. I got bullied a lot when I was a kid, and that never bothered me. But one summer, I went and I worked on the farm, on my uncle's farm, and my whole job was to clear bush. In other words, there was a whole bunch of trees and rocks and stuff, and we need to, take out all the trees and stuff. So we had to cut them down. I had to move them. I had to move the rocks and stuff. So I worked there for, the whole summer vacation I was there. And guess what? When I got back in, I was the biggest kid in the whole class and almost the strongest in the whole school. I was actually stronger than some of the teachers. Now, I decided nobody's going to bully me anymore, so I used my size to make them stop bullying me. I never used my fists, and I was never mean with my mouth. I was just like, nope, nope. I felt like a superhero. Nope, nope. You're not bullying that person, and they're not bullying me. And then I became a little bit of a hero to everybody because I was using my size to stop bullies from being mean to other people. But then guess what? Took it one more step. And when somebody wanted to play soccer and I wanted to play football, I used my size to say, nope, no, we're playing soccer. Or we're playing football. We're playing whatever I want to play. Whatever I want to play. Me, whatever I want to play. You can't stop me because I'm bigger than you. What did that make me? You're right. It made me a bully. And I didn't even realize I was being a bully until I got home and my sister Mel said, you're a bully and people are just your friends because they're scared of you. And I was like, you're ridiculous. Right? That's not true. Then I thought about it all weekend. And on Monday, my two friends who used to come and pick me up all the time, see, we've been friends forever. I'm pretty sure one of them was actually in the same hospital with my mom, and we were babies together, and we've known each other forever. They used to walk in the front of my house, and I'd come out and I'd walk with them to school. And I couldn't wait. And Monday morning I was there, and I went, "Hey, you guys." And they went, "What?" And they flinched. "What?" And I said, "Are you my friends because you're scared of me, or because you're my friend?" And Garth, because it was Garth and Lauren, Garth said to me, "Are you going to be mad at us if I tell you the truth? Are you going to beat us up?" What? No, I would never beat you up. Like, that's never even came into my head. And they said, "You know what? You're mean, and we have to do whatever you want. And yeah, we're afraid of you." And even right now, it makes me feel so sad to even talk about that. It was a long time ago. So I said the hardest thing I had to say. I said, "You don't have to be my friend if you don't want to." And they walked away and left me by myself. And I felt sorry for myself all that day, all that Monday. Tuesday morning, I woke up. I went out because we were so many years of just hanging out together. I just assumed they were going to be in front of my house, and they weren't. I looked, and they were already walking away. Both of them so far away. They had left early, so they didn't have to see me. Wednesday, the same thing. Sad to my heart. My heart felt like it had just been broken. And then on Thursday, I thought for sure Thursday, because Thursdays we had martial arts class. Yeah, so I was going to see them. And you know what? My sensei, who's like my teacher who taught um, me and us, said, "No, they're not coming right now." They said they're going to take a little break. And I knew it was because they didn't want to see me. And on Friday, I thought, okay, all through school, I was all the whole week eating lunch by myself, not being invited to do anything at recess, anything like that. And I thought Friday for sure, Friday, because Friday, when the weather was nice, we had something called the monkey trails. And all they were a whole bunch of cool trails, small little trails all around the river, the Saskatchewan River where I lived in Saskatoon, where we'd go on ride our bikes and we'd go on little adventures and stuff. We'd do that almost all weekend. And I knew that Garth's bike was broken, and I had an extra bike. So he would come, and for sure he would come, and nothing. He didn't come to my house at all. I remember crying myself to sleep on the Friday night. I had other nights too, but I couldn't be mad at anybody because it was my fault. It was my fault. Saturday morning, I woke up and my whole body felt like it weighed 1,000,000 pounds, and my heart felt like it was all soggy. And then I heard this knock on the door, and I opened the door, and Garth was standing there. I go, "Hey, are you ready to be friends?" He goes, "I have rules. I have rules." And he told me, "You can't be mean, and you can't use your size, and we take turns choosing things, and we're fair." And you know what? Garth and I have been friends for 52 years now. Lauren never ever spoke to me again. We were never friends again. And it still hurts my heart. So you see, sometimes you're being a bully, you don't realize it until somebody tells you. So if you're being a bully, stop. It's very simple. Stop hurting others. It took my little sister to tell me, "You're hurting other people's feelings and you're scaring people." And I promise never to be a bully again. And I try very hard not to. And if you ever see me being a bully, you come and say, "Tazzy, what are you doing?" I don't know how to end this. I hope to do this every day at 10:30 in the morning. We'll pick books. If you want to send me a Facebook message, or get your mom and dad to send me a Facebook message and say, "Hey, I want you to read this book," or "I'd like you to read this book," or "This is my favorite," because I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of ideas. And then in a couple of days, I'm gonna get a book that I wrote, and we are going to do that. I'm going to read it, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. It's been done for a long time. How do I end this? I guess I just tell you this. The same thing I tell my boys, the same thing I tell the students I talk to, the same thing I have to remind myself of sometimes. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to get sad. It's actually okay not to like the people that are around you, because sometimes you're not going to like everybody that's around you. That's just sort of the way it is. But you just have to be three things. Always be kind. So be kind to others, be kind to yourself. And I hope you liked me reading to you, because I really liked reading to you, even as scared as it made me feel. So I'm going to try to figure out which button to push, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye-bye. I don't know which button to push. Oh, finish.